What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be talking about the iPad 3, giving my final thoughts on it before Wednesday, March 7th, where they will be announcing the iPad 3. And I'm also going to talk about a few news stories that have came out since I've done my rumor roundup video. I'm not really going to be talking about rumors, but I will cover a few more things, and also why none of it may be true, why the iPad 3 may not be what we expect it to be. Alright, so first, MIC Gadgets, which is the company who has been releasing a lot of different stuff, has supposedly the iPad 3 front glass, rear shell, and they also have some cases on it. There's not a screen on it or anything like that. They have some connectors and stuff like that, and supposedly this is the casing for the iPad 3. It kind of looks just like the iPad 2. They do put it up right beside an iPad 2, and you can barely tell the difference, but it does go along with all the rumors we've been seeing. They actually posted a full video showing it and like zooming in. Look, it's real high quality and stuff like that, so you can see a difference, but it is pretty much what we've been hearing. That it is a little bit thicker. It's got a more of a tapered design to it, and it looks pretty much exactly like the iPad 3. In the one on their site, it is a white one. That's ones that supposedly they got their hands on. Right here you see the iPad 3 rear shell, and it does show that the iPad 3 has a home button. Now, there was some speculation that the iPad 3 wouldn't have a home button because of the invites they sent out for the event on Wednesday, because it actually showed a finger touching the iPad that didn't have a home button on it. But you guys probably already know that if you follow the rumors. Anyways, so you can check out the video of them showing the iPad 3 supposedly, or at least the shell of it. It's kind of interesting, but that's the stuff we've been hearing. But maybe this adds more of a confirmation for it. But at the same time, this could just be a prototype or something like that that Apple doesn't really care about. Because Apple normally, if like for example when Gizmodo got the iPhone 4 before it was announced, they asked for it back. They didn't ask MIC Gadgets for this back. So maybe it's just a little prototype and it's just giving them more press. All right, and next, Mashable wrote an article, which is what I mentioned before. What if every single rumor is wrong about the iPad 3, which could be true? A lot of people get their hopes up about these rumors and stuff like that, and they have an expectation for what Apple's going to do. And some of the time, at least, they let everybody down because everybody gets their hopes up. So what they say, for example, CNBC, which is I guess pretty notable source, said that the Apple event would be held in New York, and then I think it was either that day or maybe the next day, the Apple actually sent out the invites, and it was in Cupertino. So they were wrong about that. And then Amazon had some pictures posted, or some iPad 3 books posted with an availability date of March 29th, and then everybody decided that was the announcement date, which obviously is going to be on the 7th. And then it turned out to be March 27th, though March 29th could still, in theory, be the product ship date. So basically what they're saying there is March 29th could be the ship date of the iPad 3. As far as release date, I'd have no idea on that yet. I haven't really heard much about it, but I think it will probably be sometime in March. It's pretty certain, even the Mashable article says it, that's saying all these rumors could be false, is that the iPad 3 will get a Retina display. That's pretty much confirmed. There's been so much evidence for this that it probably will happen. And then they also talk about 4G. It may not have 4G. Apple may hold it off for the iPhone 5, and Apple doesn't want to just jump on it and it's not where it should be. 4G is not to where it should be. It doesn't work everywhere, and then some of the places it's supposed to work, it doesn't work, and you're just using 3G. Plus, it's a big battery drainer when you use 4G. So maybe Apple will hold off until the iPhone 5, but I don't know. They may have a bigger battery in the iPad 3, so may actually be able to support 4G and still have the same battery life or better. So yeah, 4G may not be true, which I don't know. It could go either way with 4G, I think. But as far as the Retina display, confirmed, 100%. I think it will have a Retina display. And they also talk about quad-core. It will probably have a better processor, and they may go with the A6 processor, or they may go with the A5 processor. My thoughts are that it will just be an A6 processor that is better. And I think it says it in this article here also, that it will just be an upgraded, better performing A6 processor, and it won't be much of an upgrade from A5. It'll still be dual core, not quad core, but it would be freaking sweet to see a quad core iPad 3, not going to lie. And then it says some rumors seem obvious, which that's what they're talking about. The A6 processor, if that's what it's going to be called, will be better. And they also mentioned that it may not even be called the iPad 3. Some people have said that it may be called the iPad HD, or some people say it may be called the iPad 2S, which I talked about most of this in my rumor roundup video, but I'm just kind of like free-flowing, I guess, just talking about it. So yeah, all the stuff we know about the iPad 3 may not be true. Now here on iMore, which is a pretty big Apple site, they talk about, because their sources told them that the Apple event would be on March 7th, and which turned out to be true, so it may be a pretty notable source. They told them that 4G LTE would 100% be on the iPad 3. So, not saying that's true, it's still rumors, and those sources may not be notable or may not be true or whatever, but they're saying that 4G will be coming to the iPad 3. And this will be really good for Verizon because Verizon right now has the iPad 2, where AT&T does also, but they have the faster speeds because they have the HSPA network. And stuff like that. So it's a lot faster on AT&T. So once it gets bumped up to 4G, Verizon will probably be a little bit better because I think their 4G is pretty good compared to AT&T's. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, if you want coverage on the iPad 3 announcement, which again is on March 7th, this Wednesday, I want to do one little final video to talk about that. You can check out the link in the description to my website, Ty'sIPhoneHelp.com, and I'll have all the details. I've got the event times, when it's going to be taking place. I've got links to where you can find coverage, and I myself will, of course, be covering the event in many different ways. I'll be posting pictures and blog posts on my website, Ty'sIPhoneHelp.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Ty'sIPhoneHelp, and what I'll be doing is tweeting pretty much everything they say and pictures of the event. I'm not going to be there. A lot of people think I am, but I'm just getting it from different blogs and stuff like that. Kind of just aggregated in one little Twitter feed to make it easy for you. And then also, I'll be doing a recap video on my YouTube channel right here. So make sure you subscribe to this if you haven't already, and you'll be notified on the YouTube homepage when I post that. Also, if you want to like on Facebook and Google, I'll do that. Also, I'll post some stuff there. But yeah, if you want to, I think the best way to follow me in case you're not going to be around your computer or you're at school or anything like that is actually follow my Twitter account via text message updates. So you can do that. I'll give you a link below to all this stuff, so check it out, and there'll also be all this explained on my website in the blog post. Alright, so let me know what you guys think about the iPad 3. I'm super excited for it. Of course, I'm going to be getting it. I just wanted to give you my final thoughts and a reminder on how you can follow my coverage as well as find other coverage and stuff like that, because I want to give you guys the best coverage of the Apple event as I can. What do you guys think about what's going to be announced at the Apple event? Let me know in the comments down below. If you think they're going to be announcing anything else other than iPad 3, will it be called the iPad 3? Is any of the rumors true? Is any of the rumors false? I'm going to go. I'm running out of breath. I'm sick. All right. Peace.